stretch it to 3, and a well-executed relay for Brazil, and they had him by 15, 20 feet over at third. Yes, that is not a mistake. Eric Pardinho is 15 years old.
Well, they say baseball is starting to turn into a young man's game, but this is getting ridiculous. Talked to Barry before the game yesterday, and he said we've got a guy who is 15 years old who throws 94 miles an hour.
Wow.
And here he is.
Certainly bringing it. A couple of pitches and a couple of strikes to Fakir Hussein, the second baseman, who doubled back in the third inning.
I mean, you just look at him close up. This is a Brazilian that's not even shaving yet.
Just 5'8", 165 pounds. On the ground toward third, fair ball, and this one goes down the line. Around first and into second goes Hussein. He's in there safely with his second double of the afternoon. And he is aboard with one out here in the sixth.
Just a little bit of a change up, or it looked to be like a breaking ball that backed up, and after blowing that fastball by him and facing the bottom of the order. Youth is a wonderful thing sometimes, but with the experience, I think he could have handled that sequence a little differently.
First pitch to Zawar is fouled away, and it's 0-1. Zawar singled in the first, kind of got caught off of first base after a drop third strike by the next batter, Jama Shaid, and also grounded out to first, so he is 1 for 2. He also, in the bottom half of the fifth inning, was in center field when the Muniz inside the park home run went over his head. So he has certainly been in the middle of some interesting plays this afternoon. A tough play defensively nonetheless, but looks to atone for that right here, and takes a ball 1-2.
I'll tell you what's fun to just watch the arm action of Pardinho, and that he's 15 years of age, and the scouts try to project, where will this guy be in 3 years and in 5 years. You look at the arm action, and that is nice and loose and very natural.
This one is hit well toward right, but the wind may have knocked that one down a little bit. We knew that was going to be the case. That ball sounded good off the bat, and I thought for sure that it was going to be a bit of an adventure for Muniz out and right, and he was just in his tracks to make the play. 2 away.
A lot of people say the pitcher's best friend is the double play, and sometimes I think it's that atom ball when you make a mistake in the middle of the plate and it's hit hard right at someone.
So now it's Arsalan Jamachaid who struck out and grounded out. 0 for 2, and he takes upstairs a ball and no strikes. Take a look at the outfield defense by Chirino in left, Maciel in center, and Muniz in right. There's a lot of green space behind those guys for sure.
Yeah, you just look at the size, 5'8", 132 pounds, and you've got a guy on the hill who's 15 and throwing in the 90s, and shifting kind of the order of the day, and this is just back to the old days of seeing a little guy up at the plate and moving the outfield in.
Yep. Be a 1-0. Runner bluffs off the second with no advance. And it's now 2-0.
Oh, that's a good pitch right there. I don't know how that could be low on a guy that's 5'8", but you look at the team breakdown, players by age. Couple guys over, well, 4 guys over 40 and 19 under, 6 under 19. You know,
6 to 1, half a dozen to the other.
Yeah, pretty much just butchered that graphic.
Now you can't win them all.
But if you can read, you probably did pretty well with it.
The 3-1 tap foul. Count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. I mean, you made it to the major league, a first-round draft pick, made it to the major leagues, started Game 7 of a World Series. When you were 15 years old, how hard did you throw?
Not even close to this kid. Around 80 miles an hour, maybe.
Wow. Payoff pitch coming to Jama Shaid. Runner goes, fouled away.
And he's also 5'8", so it's not like he's creating a lot of tremendous leverage in, you know, being 6'4", 6'5", and throwing the ball downhill and, you know, really creating that good down angle. It's a great loose, fast arm action where the ball just jumps out of his hand, and this is just a tremendous God-given ability.
Once again, a 3-2 pitch, and he misses outside for ball 4. So the first real rally of the afternoon for Pakistan comes here in the 6th inning. As that is, in fact, just the first walk issued by Brazil pitchers, as Jean Tomé went 5 1/3, 3 hits, no walks, and he struck out 4. And then Pardinho issues the free pass here to Jama Shaid.
Well, you can look at Pardinho and see that although being 15, he has some mound presence, some poise, some moxie. Barry did tell me that he is very green, and obviously he's 15 and still learning.
Big swing by Jawad Ali.
But if I was catching him, I would just let him turn the fastball loose at this point and not try to get too tricky and just bring the heat.
The 0-1 to Ali gets the outside corner, and it's 0-2.
See how easy that gas is? Talk about effortless, loose arm action. It just comes right out of the glove, and it is coming down the hill loaded for bear.
0-2 pitch. On the ground toward third, and a nice play. I don't know if it took a little weird spin on Reginato, but he had to reach back to make the play. Steps on third, and Brazil works out of a jam here in the 6th. And they head to the home half with a 6-0 lead.